You know how people say the 90s were a simpler time? Well, maybe for technology. When it came to hairstyles, things were anything but simple. We were bold, experimental, and sometimes straight-up reckless with our hair choices. Looking back now, we can't help but ask, what were we thinking? But at the time, these looks were the height of cool. From awkward yearbook photos to teen magazine covers, these styles dominated, and now they live forever in our memories and, unfortunately, in family photo albums. Today, we're going to relive them all. Buckle up. Here are the top 10 cringeworthy 90s hairstyles we all regret copying. 1. The bowl cut. The bowl cut wasn't just a hairstyle, it was a rite of passage. If you were a kid in the 90s, chances are you either had one or you had a best friend who did. It was cheap, it was quick, and according to parents everywhere, it was cute. But let's be honest, it looked like someone put a salad bowl on your head and went to town with kitchen scissors. Even Hollywood heartthrobs like Jonathan Taylor Thomas weren't immune. And the worst part, in every photo, the hair sat perfectly still, like a helmet. Looking back, the bowl cut wasn't a style, it was a warning sign that your parents might not trust hairstylists. 2. The frosted tips. If you wanted to look like you belonged in a boy band, frosted tips were your golden ticket. Literally golden, or more often, bleach blonde. This was peak TRL era, when every music video had at least one guy with short, spiky hair that faded from dark roots to blindingly light ends. Paired with gel, those spikes could survive a hurricane. The intention was to look effortlessly cool. The result was more human pinecone. And if you combined frosted tips with sunglasses indoors, you weren't just a 90s icon, you were untouchable. 3. The zigzag part. The zigzag part was hair geometry. You didn't just part your hair, you made a statement. The more zigzags, the cooler you were. This was the hairstyle you'd spend 20 minutes perfecting before school, only to have it ruined by P class. Bonus points if you paired it with glitter hair gel, because nothing said, "I'm ready for the school dance," like sparkles and precision comb work. 4. The high ponytail with scrunchie. Forget low effort, the high ponytail was a power move. Worn at the very top of your head, it pulled your face so tight you could skip the morning coffee and still look wide awake. And the scrunchie? Always big, always colorful, and often made from some kind of questionable velvet. The higher your ponytail, the higher your confidence, or at least that's what we told ourselves while we adjusted our Walkman headphones over it. 5. The tiny buns, aka Baby Spice hair. If you were a Spice Girls fan, and let's face it, who wasn't? You probably tried the tiny buns at least once. Either two symmetrical buns on top, or multiple little knots scattered across your head. Baby Spice made it look adorable. The rest of us, more like background extras in a low-budget sci-fi movie. It was playful, sure, but also wildly impractical. You couldn't lean back in a chair without feeling like you were sitting on Legos, except, on your scalp. 6. The rat tail. The rat tail, the haircut equivalent of a secret handshake. From the front, you'd think it was just a normal shortcut. But turn around, and there it was, one thin strip of hair hanging down like it had been spared during the haircut apocalypse. Some braided it, some dyed it, some added beads, and all of them thought it was a bold personal statement. In reality, it was a conversation starter, just not always in a good way. 7. The crimped hair. If you owned a crimping iron, you were basically a hairstyling wizard. The promise was simple. Transform your smooth strands into textured waves that screamed pop star energy. The reality? Hours of arm pain, heat damage, and hair so stiff it could double as packing material. Still, nothing made you feel more ready for a middle school dance than freshly crimped hair and a sparkly tank top. 8. The Rachel cut. When Friends hit its peak, everyone, and I mean everyone, wanted the Rachel. Those layered, bouncy, perfectly styled locks were salon gold. But here's the catch. Without a professional blow-dry, it looked nothing like Jennifer Aniston's. For the average person, it was high maintenance, high hopes, and low success rate. Still, getting the Rachel was like joining a club. A very glamorous, very exhausting club. 9. The over-gelled spikes. Before modern hair products gave us texture and movement, there was hair gel. And in the 90s, we used a lot of it. Spikes were frozen so solid, you could probably pick up a small object with them. It wasn't just a hairstyle, it was a lifestyle. If you had frosted tips and gelled spikes, you were basically the final boss of late 90s cool. 10. The butterfly clip overload. Ah yes, the butterfly clip. Proof that accessories can be both adorable and excessive. They came in every color imaginable, and the goal was to use as many as possible at once. Sure, a few would have been cute, but dozens. You looked like a walking art project from kindergarten. Still, they made us feel whimsical and fun, even if our hair looked like it lost a fight with a rainbow. The 90s were fearless when it came to hair. We didn't just follow trends, we lived them, fully and unapologetically. And yes, maybe those trends didn't age well, but that's part of the charm. Every bad hairstyle is a time capsule of who we were, what we loved, and how hard we committed to the look. Some of these styles are creeping back now, so if you're tempted to revisit them, just remember the yearbook photos. Which of these cringeworthy styles did you rock? And be honest, do you kind of miss it?